Hey, what's up, hustlers? Faviola, the CEO hustler here. Welcome to the group once again. Today, I am going to discuss a little bit more with regards to marketing and sales. Many of you are struggling in this area, but it's super important to understand and to know that every business requires different finessing, different strategies, different processes. That is why in my the Facebook group, I always ask for you guys to comment, to share your struggles, your challenges, so that I can, really dive in and provide you with the best content and information, strategies, processes, procedures to help each and every single business sector. So the basic steps when it comes to starting and growing your business. I know that many online coaches tell you, well, you got to do branding and spend money on branding, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and the lighting and the glamours and the photo shoots. Well, let me tell you that in my 20 years in business, that is a bunch of BS, and I hate to break it down to you. Like I said, when you come into any of my platforms, you are going to hear the good, the bad, and the evil. I am not going to sugarcoat anything. I am not going to BS you. I am not going to make you spend on things that you don't need, especially when you are first starting out. Now, once you start generating income and your business starts to grow, then yes, invest in your business, invest in your branding, invest in creating a better website. But for now, if you have the skills, the products and services, what your customers want to know is, how are you going to provide it? What makes you better than everyone else? They don't care about branding. They don't care about your pretty colors or your beautiful website, because you can have the best website out on the domain or out on the world, the business world. But if your product services are shitty, then guess what? The same way you got that business knocking on your doors, the same way that they're going to say thank you very much, but move on to the next one. So if you look at my website, my content, everything is created by yours truly. Why early on in my business, I realized that, I'm the type of gal that, I guess my husband always says that I like to micromanage, and that may be true. Now, that is not a bad thing. What is a bad thing is that when you start wanting to create this business and without having the right processes and procedures, and you start contracting people or outsourcing these items out, and then you start complaining because things didn't go your way or the look and feel wasn't what you were thinking. And all this comes into play because you didn't have the right process, you didn't have the right mindset, you didn't provide the guidance to that next person to be able to create, your vision. Only you can see what you want. And in order for you to be able to outsource it, you have to have these things into place. So it's super important. One of the things that I recommend when you are just starting out with your brand and your marketing is basically pick out solid colors. You don't need to have 5-10 different colors to create a brand. As a matter of fact, you don't have to have all of these beautiful glossary items. And one of the things that when I first started with my corporation, these were my brand color. It was just blue and white. It was professional. It was corporate feel. And it was what I wanted, at the time. Now, again, as we continue to grow, as our business, flourishes, or as our business changes, then it's okay to incorporate those changes. But to start, I recommend that you create, just 2 to 3 colors in your brand. That if you don't have a logo, that's okay. Focus on your business name, on a tagline. And those are 2 key important things to focus on. The next thing is do your market research, because many of you guys are just starting a business without doing your market research, without really understanding your industry, your niche. And therefore, once you spend all this time and money, then you realize like, oh my God, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. This isn't what I thought I was going to earn. And so that's where the disappointments come into play. So do your research, really understand your niche, your market, to see if that is the type of business that you want to start, if it aligns with your vision and your mission. The other thing that I recommend is, before you decide to create a website, write down your key components, like for example, your name, your tagline, who's going to be your market. Really focus on content. And I always say, start off with 1 to 3 pages, because what we want is to be able to get your business online. It doesn't have to be beautiful or pretty right now. We just need to get your business online, because right now everything is about online social media. If you are struggling with that or don't really understand how to do it, make sure that you let me know. I will be doing more workshops, but for now I want you to focus, download the branding, the 5-step marketing plan, and focus on those few questions that I have on there. And also hop on to the Facebook group. I check all of my messages, all of my DMs, and I try to respond by either creating a video, by creating additional resources to help you out. Because other than that, I can shoot all this content, but if it doesn't resonate or if it doesn't provide you with what you need, then basically, obviously, it's not going to work. So everything that I am providing to you right now is the basic foundation that every single business needs, okay? And more so right now, the way things are, I'm going to be uploading a lot more content to help you get through these situations. It helped me through the recession. It's helping me now through this coronavirus, and it's going to help me down the line. I know that it's proven methods and steps that I've done and that I continue to implement to help me with my business. So make sure, like I said, don't spend so much money and time and effort on all of this branding and all of this glamorous, glittery stuff. And you hear me saying this all the time. Make sure that you focus on the important things, which are on that 5-step marketing plan. And let's continue to boss up and rise.